Hello friends, today in this video we will talk about Navi. If you are planning to take any home loan, then okay, and then you have a problem of let's say the initial payment, okay, so where you need to pay the initial amount to get the loan, okay. It could be, let's say if you have a property of 50 lakhs, or it could be any amount, it could be 1 crore or anything, okay. So then you need to pay the 5%. So if you consider 50 lakhs, the 5% of the 50 lakhs, then let's say the 10% will come around 5 lakhs, and then you need to pay, let's say the overall, let's say if you wanted to go for let's say any SBI or HDFC, or any other loan nowadays, SBI is giving up to 75 to 80% of loan amount, okay. So then remaining 20%, let's say you need to pay. So let's say consider 50 lakhs of amount, and then 10 lakhs rupees you need to pay as a down payment to let's say the initial charges, let's say to get the loan, and the remaining you can let's say get it from a bank itself, okay. But however, the other bank like HDFC, IDFC, any other bank, let's say it could be ICICI, Axis, any, they are giving up to it's a 80 or 85 to let's say 88% as well, okay. So considering that, let's say if you can get up to 90% maximum, okay. So around 88%, let's say you will get it. Remaining amount, you, let's say you need to pay the 10% amount upfront directly, so that it will come around 2.5 lakhs, or consider, let's say if you have 1 crore, then you need to pay around let's say 10 lakhs, okay. So these are the overall consideration. Now you will see the, you need to also see about the interest rate, what are the different interest rate different companies or different banks are providing. So it will start from 8.5 or 8.4% till it will go till 8.8 or 8.9% as well, okay. So it is going like that, and you need to consider the, let's say the both the things. You need to consider about the part payment, let's say whether the what could be the frequency. Some of the banks are giving an option, you need to pay minimum 1 EMI or 2 EMI as in part payment. You below that you cannot do it, okay. So that is again one kind of consideration which you need to do. So let's say in HDFC, they will restrict you for the 2 EMI. Then Bajaj Finance is one of the option where you will get 90% of the loan amount, okay, 19% loan, let's say the of the total cost amount, okay. You can go for it. So then you need to pay around 6%, and remaining 4% you can pay at the time of purchase, and then 90% loan you will get actually, okay. Considering that, there also you have a restriction of paying minimum 1 EMI, okay. So that is, let's say below to that you cannot do. And what exactly you need to do, let's say you, whether you will be able to pay directly online or not, or whether you need to go there and pay it or not, what are the different restrictions within a 1 year, how much transaction you can do, all those things you can take into the consideration. However, for the closer also, and let's say there are other charges also you need to consider, that is MODT charges, which is MODT is 0.2%, okay, of the total amount, of the total cost amount, which you need to consider. So if you do a transfer, balance transfer also, then also this amount will come into the pictures. That is the very critical amount, because 0.2% amount, let's say consider around, it will be 10,000 or something like that, it will come. But definitely you need to 10 or 20%, 20 let's say 10 or 20,000, which you need to consider, always depending on the cost of your property. So that is one of the, other than that, processing charges, whether it could be a 0% processing charge, or it is 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 amount, whatever the amount, which you also need to consider that what is the amount. So overall, then legal charges, some of the bank restrict that you need to pay the 5%, 4,000 or 5,000 rupees let's say as in legal charges. They will do also evaluation of that property, and that amount you need to pay. Franking charges, stamp duty charges, and other things like that. One more thing you need to consider is the sale agreement. So if you are going for a new or old property, let's say the new property, where you will do the sale agreement and construction agreement and stuff like that. So then 0.1% of the property you need to pay as an sale agreement charges as well. So that is also one of the consideration which you need to do, okay. So that is another part actually. So all this amount which you need to consider. On top of it, let's say now let's talk about the Navi, okay, which is the currently coming up, okay, where Navi is providing some of the extra facility on top of. So they are, maybe they will charge some of the extra percentage in terms of interest, but they are giving no, let's say you can pay online directly. You can, with from the app itself, you can pay the part payment, okay. That is one thing. Other than that, the processing of the loan is very quicker and very faster, because everything will happen from a loan, let's say from the application itself. You need to just submit few documents to them, and they will, rest of the things will be taken care by them. So depending on that, it is easy to process it, but yeah, you consider that other things as well. Okay, so if you are going for SBI, you will get some additional benefit, let's say just like that, OD, let's say OD benefit, where you can park your extra money in that let's say in that account. It's a loan account itself, so you will not paying such charges. So that is even if you can withdraw whenever there is a need. So that is the very biggest advantage, very great advantage of SBA, and that's why most of the people will go with SBA. However, couple of disadvantages is that sometimes it is that you will face some hiccups while taking up the loans. Okay, and you need to pay the little more payment to get the loan. Okay, so those things are there, but overall it is very good if you have a good amount of money with you while buying, so then you can go for it. Other than that, yeah, you have an option like HDFC as well, but always consider such banks. Let's say HDFC is not a bank actually, because HDFC, you will get loan from HDFC Limited, and that they are not part of HDFC Bank, and their repo rate and other things are not much aligned. It is a part of NBFC as itself, and it will not be linked with the RBI rates. So definitely they will increase the charge whenever the those repo rate get increased, and you will they will increase the interest rate, but they will not decrease the interest rate, and they will ask you money to be paid to decrease it. And then what will happen, it will automatically get increased. Then you will get notification that you need to pay this amount, the 3,000 5,000 amount, to reduce the interest rate, and based on that you will be able to reduce. And once you pay, then your interest rate will get reduced. Okay, so those things are a problem. Okay, definitely such things are very problematic, and if you do not notice, then you will be ending up in paying a high amount. Okay, so those are very critical part, I would say, and you need to take into the consideration. It will impact very high. Once you pay the extra additional amount, then you will directly get your tenure will be automatically get reduced. But yeah, all those things are very critical. And once you do a loan transfer, there are many things you need to consider. You need to collect this no objection certificate, and there is a list of document LODs and stuff like that. So but you will also need to pay this MODT charges while transferring. So those things you keep in mind if you are going for any other bank. Okay, and more towards, let's say, the balance transfer, the you always think about when you do a loan, you will paying a very high amount as a part of interest. Okay, and it will be initially it will be very high. So you, if you are taking over, let's say if you're taking 50 lakhs of loan, then definitely you will be paying at the end of the 20 years or something, or like that, 20 or 22 years, you will be paying more than 1 crore. It will be more than double itself. So all these pointers are very critical, and you always need to consider while taking loans. Okay, so it is difficult. If you I would suggest, if you are going for a property and if you have a good amount, okay, then you will try to balance it out, let's say in terms of paying out the upfront money. And so at the end you will be paying, let's say if you have paying more, then you will be ending up in paying less interest. Let's say 50 lakh loans, then you will ideally you can pay extra, let's say till 70 lakhs or 80 lakhs of money, and but you will not pay till more than, let's say, 1 crore 10 lakhs. If you are not considering all these factors, then for the 50 lakhs loan you need to pay 1 point or 10, 1 crore and 10 lakhs, like that. So you will be paying huge amount of money. But yeah, definitely you can consider other option as well, where you will be paying this amount of interest, but if you are getting something else more than that from a mutual fund or something like that, then that could be the consideration. Let's say if you're paying 8% over here, but you are getting 12% or 13% from there, then it is good option. But always consider all these factors while going for any loan, and based on that you take a decision. I would say that, yeah, this is the overall my experience. I'm not sure whether maybe somewhere I'm wrong, but yeah, just let me know if you have any comments. Thanks for watching this video. Until then, see you again with a new video. Bye bye, and see you again.